Okay, I did a test run before. I'm trying to be sure that this thing works out right now. I think the whole live stream thing has changed recently with the whole you have to do an external server or something. Okay, well, it looks like the audio's good. Guys, if you're in here, just let me know if the audio is okay. And I'm trying this thing out because the old way to YouTube is all messed up. So I think they canceled the old way to live stream. So I'm trying this new thing out. Oh man, it's working. Okay, very cool, very cool. All right, all right. It looks like it's syncing up well too. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, really, really happy with that. That's so cool. That's so cool. Woman of the past, peace. Long time no see. I missed that name. Long time no see. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And Thai young man, what's going on? What's going on? I saw your comment under my Chinese video. Thank you very much. That meant a lot. I was a bit nervous to make that video because of all the tension that's going on with China and the USA right now, and even more so tension with China and Asia. So it is it's pretty crazy. But I still have my love for China because of all the great memories I have there. I know that the government's kind of messed up, but the people are really cool. So and the people are not the government, and the people in China are very easily, I would say, uh, manipulated, or they're very easily drawn to a certain opinion about something based on the information that they get. And that's not just Chinese people, that's anyone in the world. If you are constantly showed something, and constantly told something that is right or wrong, based on whatever opinions that you believe, it is you'll end up believing it, because human beings are more like computers than what we want to believe. Things are downloaded and they stick in there. We're 90% of our subconscious mind. So yeah, like anything that we've been taught, is what we actually go off of, whether we want to believe it or not, or whether we want to, our outcome to be what it is or not. That's kind of what it is. So yeah, but anyway, women of the past, LOL, thanks. Yeah, it has been a long time. It's been a very long time. I've gone through a lot of self growth within the past. I don't know how long since I've been off of this channel. And I kind of want to bring this channel back to life because I've been through a lot where I feel like I've learned a lot, and I've learned ways to make this channel better, stronger, and I've learned ways to bring more of my real self out instead of trying to, have a certain persona on something. And um, I'm able to be more myself, and the best way to be yourself is to be completely honest with who you are. Be completely honest with who you are. And going into more so with that, what I mean is, if you are living this life of you are a nice guy or you're the good girl, that's what you want people to believe, that's who you are. But really deep inside, you have, certain thoughts about things that, many of your friends and even your family may not agree to or even like, or society might not even like. You're kind of withholding yourself back and not allowing yourself to be yourself. Of course, there's a way to present yourself, but at the same time, if you're telling yourself you're this person that in your heart that you're not, you'll never become authentic with yourself, and that authenticity will never come outside of you, because as within, so without. And if you're someone who can honestly tell yourself, hey, I'm not that great of a person, but I'm trying to be better, or I'm not, the way I've been telling other people that I am, so I'm going to start believing that I am what I really know I am to be. You are going to start being more honest with yourself. When you can be honest with yourself, it's really easy to be honest with other people, because now you really have nothing to hide, and when you don't have anything to hide, life becomes much easier, because then you start getting to the mentality of, uh, you know, being able to speak your mind more, and you're being able to, and when you can speak your mind, life just gets simple. Life gets simple. People may not like you, but you don't care because it's what you said, and that's what you truly believe. And when you truly believe what you say, when you truly believe what you say, people will gravitate toward that. Some people might run from that, but at least at the end of the day, you can never say that you're being a fraud to yourself. And yeah, let's see. I am watching with my wife. We are going to Okazaki this coming Friday, and yeah, I understand about what you said about China. Yeah, it is interesting, man. It's something crazy. The whole Hong Kong situation is ridiculous, and I really look into everything China very deeply because I do love the country. I really, really do, and I love, you know, what Chinese people have done for my life, and they've done so much to help me out, and China like there are some things in the media that will never get through because you have to be in China or you just have to be really anywhere to really understand how people actually are in that country. It's really easy for the media to say because the Chinese government is doing this or because one Chinese person did this, they're all like that, and that's not true at all. There are Chinese people who will invite you into their home. There are Chinese people who will cook for you. There are Chinese people who will go out of their way, drive thousands of miles to help you out. There is really, really, really a lot of cool things that Chinese people will do for you that will never make the media. The media will never tell you all the cool schools that there are to teach at. They will never tell you all the cool principals, all the cool students, all the cool foods, all the cool like everything that there is to go on in China that will never make it out. So yeah, but a lot of what the media is saying is true about China. Unfortunately, like all the bad stuff is somewhat true, but at the same time, every country has their dirt. So whew, yeah. So let's see. Green Monster Put. What's good? What's good? How you doing? It's been a while since we met. APS. Oh, snap. APS. Yo, who are you? Green Monster, who are you? Who are you? Tell me your name so I can address you properly. Let's see. But shout out to APS. APS is a great teaching service. They help people get jobs. APS gave me an opportunity when I was at my complete lowest in Japan, and APS is the company that got me off my feet and got me to where I am. So shout out to APS big time. Let's see. Hi, Darky Knight. What's good, man? Finally, yes, right. Finally, yo. I found some ways to grow this channel throughout some experiments I've done with other people, and I'm a like I'm not gonna say nothing. I think so. There's been a lot of stuff that's happened recently, so I'm gonna go into all of it. So for the past like 3 months before August, I was planning my parents' trip because my parents came through to Japan, and I'm gonna put a couple videos out of that trip because that was really really fun and that was amazing to see them out there. They gave me a new perspective on life, a new perspective on Japan, and a new perspective just on everything. So, and be able to talk to my parents really for the first time as people and not really as parents, it was nice. It was really cool. And to talk to my parents really for the first time as an adult. And what I mean by that, I've been out of the country for 6 years, so to actually get a real heart to heart conversation with my parents, um, was really awesome. So, they gave me a lot of advice on relationships, on life, on my experience here, on everything that I've done. They let me know that like all my experiences here, both good and bad, have built me up into the person that I am, and to never be ashamed of that. Even through all the mistakes, even through all of the downfalls, you're still here, you're still going, and you haven't given up. So it's like just keep going, and it's really cool. Um, let's see. One of the past, authenticity and positive faith is super important for self. That is very true. That is very very true. Um, how are you, Darky Knight? I am good, man. I am calm. I am chill, and like I was saying before, like I have finally gotten to the point where I can be real with myself. I have finally gotten to the point where all of the like dark, deep, like the deep, like dirty, dark thoughts I have inside, I can actually be at one with those and say, hey, I have these thoughts. This is who I am. I am not that good of a person. So and like when you're able to do that and when you're able to be okay with their dark side, like life just gets really really easy. Life just gets so much better because now you can be who you are, and then you stop judging other people, because when you stop judging other people, it's a sign that you don't judge yourself, and you realize that it takes only one snap of one event to turn someone into a crazy person, and it takes one snap of one event to just to make someone go completely wild off of the rails in a way where it can affect honestly any of us in the same manner. So not being judgeful or judgmental with other people is a really deep sign, and it's a really important skill to have, and it's a skill that's learned through just experience. Let's see. Thanks for sharing your personal experiences on China. Experience is the best teacher. It truly is. It truly is. Putra, what's up, man? Putra, shout out to Putra. Shout out to APS. It's all good. Um, yeah, and it's really really cool. So yeah, I'm just really enjoying life right now. I'm really enjoying who I am. I'm really enjoying just being able to be mentally free. When you're mentally free, life just doesn't like the little crap that you would put onto yourself. How to say, um, taking life so seriously. You should never take life seriously. Oh my God, why am I just like I always knew that, but I'm just now knowing that. So like, don't take life seriously. I'm telling you, do not take it seriously. There was an old quote from an old samurai that I read in this book once, and he was like, when I go into battle, either I'm going to cut or I'm going to get cut. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, so because, our death has already been written, our death is already, inevitable, so because we're going to die anyway, just live as best as you can. That's basically it. Um, let's see. I don't judge. It is not good. It's not a good thing. At least I try not. I don't try to judge anyone. Yeah, it's cool. I mean, like, it's human to judge. I mean, at some point you do have to judge because your inner self is going to tell you, hey, this person, back off. This person's cool. That this event, this circumstance is not good. So you do have to judge things based off of your experiences. But to judge someone or something based off of not having prior knowledge to it is never good. So, but yeah, guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, yeah, I feel really calm and cool and chill and really like how to say comfortable with myself for who I am in all of me. Like all of my darkness, all of my good points. Like one thing that I'm truly doing right now is living off, like authentically with everything that I am. Like me, I'm not the funny guy. I'm not. I know guys who are way funnier than I am. I am not the cool guy. I am not cool at all. I have always been the geek. I will probably always be the geek. I am not the party going guy. That's not me. But when you're able to live authentically with who you are and what you also are not, then you can focus and hone in on who you are and go all in on that. Because we're so used to being, told, try this, try that, try this, try that. And when we try new things, sometimes we try things just to make people happy, and sometimes we try things to, make ourselves happy in the illusion that we think we need to do that. And we end up, pissing other people off because it's like they gave their time to you, and you should and from the get go, you should have spoken up and say, hey, this is not me. I want to try this way, or, like just speak up for yourself at all times, because when you don't speak up for yourself, people are going to treat you a certain way. And when people, treat you that way, you're going to end up hating them, but you can't hate them because you allowed them to treat you that way based off of what you said, what you did, or what you didn't say, or off of what you did not do. So always speak up for yourself. That's really extremely important. Um, yeah, and that's very, very key. I'll try to stay away from being tormented. I mean, yeah, like being tormented is also is of course never a good feeling. But like I would say torment really comes from the self more so than it does anything outside. Because one thing that I'm noticing now, like how light I feel right now, is like being like mentally tormented is when you cannot be real with yourself. Thus, you cannot be real with yourself with other people. And when you can't be real with yourself with other people, you're going to get outcomes that are not favorable to you because you weren't real. So how can realness be real with you? So um, but uh, but yeah, like if there's nothing inside holding you back, nothing outside can stop you. Honestly, nothing. When you're able to speak your mind, when you're able to be honest with yourself with who you are, the world will just bow down to you because it's just, yo, it's cool. It's so much, lifting off of you that it just makes you feel light. It just makes you feel light, and there is a mental weight that is just gone forever once you get to that point. And and it's amazing, guys. Thank you so much for the comments. I was not expecting this much, so soon. And thank you guys very very much. But yeah, so my parents came through to Japan in August. It was really fun. They gave me new perspectives on everything, and that was really cool. And then there was a flip that happened because like almost 1 month later, my grandfather passed. So they came to Japan in August. I went back to the States like just last week, and that was all really crazy. It happened so fast and it was so wild, but it was pretty wild. And one thing that I learned from my grandfather's passing was like we learned that he wasn't the best guy all the time, but I mean at the same time, who is the best person all the time? And like based off of the circumstances that he had to go through, or based off of the circumstances that we have to go through that could mentally change us, who's to say that we wouldn't end up the same way? So, uh, but at the end of the day, when I saw him going to the ground, it's like, okay, this era is done. My parents are, next. It's not so dark. And then it's me, so it was a full generational shift because now my grandparents are gone. My parents are taking over the family, and yeah, so it is something that's very interesting and something that's very a really big life changer, a really really big life changer. So I am looking forward to the future. I'm looking forward to going through the future as my new self with a new perspective, and I'm looking forward to you guys, joining me along that journey. And I'm gonna keep the name, on this channel. This is Joe because this is really me. I'm gonna travel a little bit. I'm gonna do all these things. I'm gonna tell you like life events that happen. But um, I felt like this break from this channel was really needed because I got to see who I really was, and I got to you know go through my own BS and go through kind of take out and actually view the weaker points of myself and actually see where I really needed to improve on if I was ever going to get somewhere that was worth getting to. And yeah, so it was really an interesting transformation. I'm still going through it, of course, but it was something that was desperately needed. And yeah, I'm happy. I'm really happy that I'm with you guys now. I'm really happy that I can come back to you guys in this new mind state, and it feels phenomenal. It feels great. Um, yeah, I think that's basically all that's been going on right now. If you guys have any questions for me, just put it in the comments below. But yeah, like this like one thing I really want to talk about was this Hong Kong situation. This Hong Kong situation is ridiculous right now. It's ridiculous in so many ways because okay, so for those of you who are not aware or who haven't been caught up, you know, a quick update or a quick history on Hong Kong. You had British come to China. China said no. Opium Wars happened. Sorry. China says no. British, sneaking opium into China. The Chinese people get addicted, and then all of a sudden, China says, okay, these things are illegal. Too many people are getting addicted. Britain gets angry. Britain starts a war with China. The Opium Wars. China loses. China opens up a few ports to Britain. One of them being Hong Kong. And I think Britain takes over Hong Kong for 99 years. Back in 1997, Britain gives Hong Kong back to China with the agreement that China doesn't do anything to Hong Kong. It lets Hong Kong keep its democratic freedoms for 50 years after 1997. So and then what? So 1997. So 2007, 2017, right? It's only been 20, 22 years, and that's well below the 50-year mark. So China's trying to sneak in and take over Hong Kong through something called an extradition bill, which is just where the what's it called? Which is just where the where a criminal in Hong Kong can get transferred to China, the mainland, for trial, and nobody wants that because there is really no trial in China. There's a 99% conviction rate, which is extremely not fair. So you don't want to go be a criminal in China because you're not getting out. That's just a black hole trap, So, but yeah, that's what's going on right now. China is trying to implement an extradition bill with Hong Kong. I think the extradition bill just got cut through the governor of Hong Kong, Lam, and but the Hong Kong people are like, nah, y'all went too far with this one. We are turning up in these streets and protesting until China backs off, and it is going wild. Now Hong Kong shows a form of unity that I haven't seen in a very long time. That is crazy, just how much they love their freedom, how much they love themselves, and how much they value their lifestyle to the point where they're willing to stop working, they're willing to stop going to school, and they're willing to, put their lives in in some cases on the line for their freedom. And that is wild. That is really, really interesting. So that is something that I truly admire about the Hong Kong people. But yeah, China's going crazy right now. China's is always kind of crazy, but it's getting wild. It's getting wild. So yeah, guys, if you have any questions for me about what's been going on with me, or any questions about anything really, let me know. And yeah, I did get one comment on one of my videos saying or asking, your business ventures, did you get to where you want to be yet? And I would say the last time I made a video about anything business, it has to be no more than 6 months ago. And to go from from zero to boom in 6 months is pretty rare. So no, I'm not where I want to be yet. We're getting there, but I'm far, 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 far from where I want to be yet with anything. So yeah, but that's basically it. And I think if there's any questions, please let me know in the chat room. But if there's not, I'll just end this stream within about maybe 10 minutes. But yeah, like I would say, any comment that you get that is disingenuous or something that you might not feel comfortable with, don't take it seriously. Do not take it seriously. I know like a lot of YouTubers or just people in general in life, someone may say something that offends them or something that they don't like. Don't take it so seriously. Do not, because the only person that gets hurt when someone takes something seriously is the person who is taking the thing seriously. So yeah, don't take it seriously because it's just never worth it. It's never worth it, and it's never something that is going to do you is going to give you any help in life. It's only going to do you harm. It's kind of like not being able to forgive someone, because when you're not able to, they live in your mind and not, and nothing happens to them. It happens to you when you constantly think about someone in a negative way based on what they did to you in the past. It only hurts you, and that sucks. but but that's just the way it is. And yeah, so hey Neon Eyes, hey Queen, how you doing? How you doing? Long time no see. Long time no see. Neon Eyes, I missed you. I missed you. Are you going to stay in Japan? I believe so. I believe I'm going to stay in Japan for a very, very long time. I was talking to my parents about this, and yeah, I'm going to stay in Japan. Why? Japan is a great place. I've met some cool people here, and Japan has its problems, of course, but it's a pretty decent place. Life here is really chill. It's simple to travel around here. It's expensive, but it's simple. And I mean, I feel like you can live a really good life here if you're around the right people. So yeah, the air is clean, the water is pretty clean, the service here is amazing. That's one thing that's keeping me here, the service. Oh my goodness, the service is crazy. Um, the service is really, really crazy. Uh, and that's one thing I appreciate because when I went back to the States, now here's one thing I love about America. you have everyone. Now, I know America's going through a whole bunch of problems with racism and gun violence and all this stuff. And my hearts go out to anyone who's been truly harshly affected by any of that. From an outsider view, I have to say that I love America because you see everyone there. I was so happy to see like a Mexican dude just standing on the corner. I was like, "Hey yo, what's up, man?" He was like, "Hey yo, what's up, man?" So it was, it was awesome. It was so cool seeing seeing an Indian guy here, a black dude there, a black girl there, a white girl there, and just being able to talk to everyone. It was awesome. It was so much fun. It was so cool. That's one thing I love and miss about America. Um, and that's really, really cool. I love the food. To get a huge Mexican burrito like this big, it was, oh my gosh, it was amazing. It was so, like heaven. It was so good. And it tasted so amazing. And because I'm vegetarian, America has an endless supply of vegetarian options, at the store, at restaurants, at whatever. It's like you can either get a bag of vegetarian based, stir fried Japanese or Chinese rice for like $2. I was like, what? Yo, if that ever comes to Japan, I'm definitely never leaving here. Oh man, I miss just all the food options in America. And my Chicago pizza. Oh my goodness. Now I can only have like one Chicago pizza maybe like once every 3 months because that stuff will fatten you up really, really quick. Oh my goodness. But it is amazing. I love America so much. Whew. Yeah. Let's see. Let's get into the comments. Oh, but going back to Japan, like the healthcare system here is amazing. I was talking to a few friends of mine back in the States last week, and we were talking about healthcare, and they were telling me how they got the wisdom teeth pulled out, and like even with insurance, it was like one tooth for like $800 minus the medicine. So I was telling them that in Japan with insurance, I got one wisdom tooth pulled out here. It was the surgery was 20 minutes, so the surgery plus seeing the doctor beforehand and also the medicine, the whole cost was like $50 or less. And I took my parents here. Oh, that was really cool when my parents were here in Japan. Like if someone tells me to say something in Japanese up front, I'm like, I don't know what to say. Like what? So, but like my parents had a medical issue, and because it was Obon week, most of the hospitals and clinics were closed. So we found one luckily near my place that was open, but they only spoke Japanese. So like I had to speak Japanese the whole time, and you don't know how much of a language you can speak until you have to do it. And I would say my Japanese was on point. I was so happy. I was so happy. Now, if you ask me to say something right now, I'm blank. I'm blank. But we got my parents' medicine, in a fully speaking Japanese, clinic, and that was awesome. It was so much fun. And then I was so happy because my parents were so proud of me. It was so good. It was so good. So, yeah. Um, yeah, it was a great experience. So study the language because you never know when you'll need it. Um, but yeah, let's see what you guys are saying in the comments. I saw a whole bunch of stuff pop up. Um, let's see. I think going through the same event and the circumstances. Yeah, I think I'm going through the same event and circumstances. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Woman of the past, let me know what you're going through, and maybe we can talk about it. Hey Gigi, let's see. I haven't hit. Oh, Gigi, I miss seeing Gigi. Hey, um, do you think with the Olympic Games from Darky Knight? Do you think with the Olympic Games coming up next year? And oh, that is next year. Oh my gosh, 2020 is like less than 2 months away. That's crazy. Oh man. Okay. Um, yeah. Okay. Do you think with the Olympic Games coming up in Tokyo, crime will go up from foreigners? And if so, do you think that it makes all the other foreigners look bad? I will say this. I've said it before in my videos a while ago. Foreigners, we are our own media, not CNN, not anything. We are our own media. The way we act is the way that one person in one country is going to view us, and it could be the way one person in one country views our whole, country or race or whatever. So you are your own media. So yes, it does make foreigners look bad. It can also make people of your same ethnic group look bad as well. So, just be the best person you can be, do the best job you can do, and just, make people happy around you. Um, let's see. I have heard some rumors that there could be an attack in Tokyo. I'm not gonna tell you who I heard it from, but there could be an attack in Tokyo during the Olympics, and I really hope that doesn't happen because I've just heard some stuff, through the grapevine. So, you know, I just hope, I really hope I really hope I'm not right about that. I really hope so. Um, but could violence go up or could crime go up? It's possible, yeah. I mean, because you got foreigners from the whole world coming into Tokyo. Um, and Japan is not really friendly to foreigners at all times because the bank closes at like, the big bank UFJ closes at midnight, but still it's not 24/7 like many countries are. So that could be really annoying to some foreigners. So, I just hope that the way Japanese like the way that Japanese the way that Japan operates, I hope does not negatively affect foreigners to do things that should not be done. Um, but yeah, let's see. Green from Putra. We got to meet up, man. We can do it. I'm not doing a double YouTube with you, man. You are coming here. You live in the same damn city as me, dude. I'm not. I'm not going to live stream with you. You are coming here to the studio, man. You are no, man. I hate when people do that. You're coming here, man. I know where you live, dog. I'm joking. I'm joking. But yeah, man, Pucha, man, come. Yeah, we hit me up on online or through Facebook or something, and yeah, we will set up a time where you can come through and we'll do a live stream, man. That would be cool because it would be cool to get like a podcast out type thing with someone here. Yeah, actually, that would be a really cool idea. If you guys want to see a podcast with different people through this studio, let me know because we got the studio set up. If you want to see a podcast this style, let me know. I'll get some people on. Putra, you probably be the first guest. But hit me up, Putra. I will get you on here. We can have a conversation about Japan, being black in Japan. Just our experiences here in general, based on our own lifestyles that have led us up to this point. So let's get that going. That would be cool. Hit me up, man. What city would you suggest visiting in Japan? I'm very interested in visiting Japan this year. I would say, man, like my favorite cities in Japan thus far are Osaka. You have to visit Osaka. Osaka, if you are a tourist, Osaka is key. Totombori is a food street in Osaka that is my favorite street in all of Japan. Like it's amazing. You have all of Japanese food. Like Osaka is the Japanese kitchen. That's his nickname. Go to Osaka. Another one, Kyoto. Kyoto is great, especially if you're a short term visitor, because it's just like tons of Japanese culture in that city. And this Japanese culture in many cities around Japan, but Kyoto is like the touristy spot where you can, feel like you're a real tourist in Japan. So Kyoto is cool. And there's tons of like temples and shrines and stuff. You have Fushimi Inari, you have, I think Kinkakuji and what else is there? What's the other big one? What's the other big one? What's the other big one? What's the other big shrine in Kyoto? Fushimi Inari. That's the Fox Shrine area with all the torii gates, those orange gates. What's the other big one? And Kiyo, Kiyomizu. That's the other one. Kiyomizu Dera. You have to go to those two. Those are awesome. I love them so much. Let's see. Also, Kobe. I love Kobe. Kobe to me is like a mini Osaka, but it's really cool. It's extremely modern. It got destroyed, I think, in like 1997 through an earthquake, but they rebuilt it. It looks extremely modern right now, and it's so small, and it's built around mountains and stuff. It's a gorgeous city. It's amazing. Kobe is cool. I think a city called Takayama and Gifu. That's nice. I really like that place. And what else is there? What else is there? There's tons of cool cities. Tokyo. If you're a big city person, Tokyo's cool. What other cities do I like? Nara. I like Nara. Nara is cool. That's where you can feed the deer. The deer in Nara. When I was with my parents are so cruel, man. So in Nara you can give the deer these crackers, right? And they eat it, and it's cute and everything. I don't know why. This day they had to be ruthless. I don't know if they didn't eat for the past few days. I gave a cracker to one deer, And then all of a sudden you had these deer with these huge antlers, these sharp ass antlers poke me in the butt. I was like, yo, man, my parents are running away, just leaving me there in the crowded deer. I'm like, you, man, y'all gonna leave me to die? And then I start running toward my dad. He's like, don't come over here, man. I'm like, so honestly, I just just threw the crackers, and then they just scattered. But my parents left me, man. They left me for dead to the deer with the antlers. I was like, man, that's messed up. Anyway, let's see. Um, let's see. Da-da-da. Okay, nice. Hey, Queen. Quality of life is important. Woman of the past, I highly agree. I really like to go to the Japanese islands to look at the beautiful ocean if it's still clean. I'm sure like the islands of the ocean in Japan are still extremely clean. There might be a little bit of radiation here and there, but I'm pretty sure they are still very, very gorgeous. I mean, the like Okinawa is an extremely gorgeous area. I love Okinawa very, very much. Um, yeah, it was happening a long time. Hey, Jackie, what's good, Miss Lady? How you doing? Much love to you. Much love to you. Much love to you. How has Dre been? I haven't talked to Dre in a long time. I think he's okay. I mean, he likes some of my posts on Facebook, so I think he's okay. I think he's probably just really, really busy right now. I saw him do a live stream a while ago on his channel, so I think he's okay. But yeah, hopefully we can get me and Dre on here again sometime, later on. But we'll see, we'll see. Patch. Hey, Patch, what's going on? What's going on? Patch. Are you new? I don't remember your name. Patch. Shoot. Patch. I'm from Trinidad and Tobago, thinking about applying to JET as an ALT. Never been to that side of the world. Any tips or advice? Well, Patch, thank you for watching. ALT is a good job. Just a great program. Any advice? Advice number one: never be late. Japanese people hate being late. Nothing in Japan is ever late except for the freaking JR line that always gets fucking delayed. But no. So in Japan, service is amazing. So they really take presence and presentation very seriously. So student time. Speak very properly. Like right now, I'm speaking kind of fast. But if you're in an interview, you want to be able to speak like this: slow, very clear. Speak like you're teaching a class because that is what you are going to do. So speak very clearly and speak to a way where all people can understand you. So if you have of course you might have an accent, which is okay. But speak as clearly and as I would say as I would say properly as you can, because you have to speak very clearly in these classrooms, especially if you're teaching young kids. So that's very, very important. Another tip would be lesson planning is crucial. If you don't know how to lesson planning could get you ahead of the group for JET programs. If you don't know how to lesson plan, message me privately. I can send you one of my best lesson plan guides that work for almost any freaking subject that you can teach. I learned this in China when I was at my first school, and through my boss, who was freaking amazing. He's the one who taught me that. And if you want a lesson plan that you can come up with in 5 minutes, boom, let me know. Because that can set you apart from everyone else. Trust me. And I would say go on YouTube and look at different teaching styles that you might want to implement in your classes. Look how teaching is done. Look how teaching is performed in different ways, and see which one might work for you, and get some practice. Like actually find ways to get practice in teaching, and see what it's like to really teach kids in other countries. So it's cool. But yeah, really research what it's like to be a teacher, and put in all your time and effort, that you're not working or anything, into, teaching, and it might be actually wiser for you to get that TEFL certificate, man. Like that TEFL, like Japan doesn't need it yet, but any other country that you want to teach in outside Japan, you have to have that certificate, TEFL certificate 120 hours online. Get that, and you'll be set to go in anywhere in the world when it comes to teaching. Thoughts on current? Let's see. Oh, y'all writing fast. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's see. Thoughts on current gaijin in Japan YouTuber space? Honestly, I've been kind of out of the whole YouTuber space in Japan. I've been kind of branching out to, kind of just like the world in general. Because I don't know. That's just kind of what I've gravitated to. I have been keeping up with some YouTubers in Japan. If there's any drama, I don't know about it. If there's anything going wrong, I have no idea. But um, I would say from this point forward, my goal is to never create any more drama. It's not worth it, on me or any other person. And my thing is from this point forward to connect with people and to, grow this channel as best as I can with what I have now, with the knowledge of myself and with the knowledge of how things work, how the world works, that I do now. So that's basically it. That's basically it. Let's see. Um, blessings, Joe. We check in touch on that subject. Okay, cool. Woman of the past, let me know. Hit me up. Um, if anyone comes to Japan to act out, stay where you are. Japan is not perfect, but in terms of safety, it's pretty decent. I agree with that. Again, Japan is so see. Here's the thing. Like, Japan is safe because like Japan on the surface is very safe and very clean and all that stuff because that's the image that Japan wants to give off, and that's cool. Crime is very low here because crime is really done by like mafia groups. So if it's really easy to do crime here, but if you are caught, be ready to get your ass beat by one of the mafia groups. Don't do it. Like yeah, like it just doesn't. It's just there's no reason for it. There's no reason to hurt someone else's business. There's no reason to, steal here. If you don't have the money to get what you want, then work your ass off for the money to get what you want, and then go get it. No one's going to give you anything. No one owes you anything. So just work hard and get with the people that you're trying to be like, or people who are already doing what you're doing, and learn after them, and lose your ego and actually take the advice of what people have to give you if that advice suits you, and yeah, that's what you gotta do. Don't bring any stuff here. Henry Loshi, Joe Sensei, Henry. I don't know, like any Japanese guys named Henry. How are you, Henry? How are you? Thank you for joining. Um, Tech Grid Gaming. Hey, what's going on? Tips for learning Japanese. I would say this app that has extremely um helped me out is called. Let me see. Let me pull up right here. This is called Dual. I'm not sure if you can see it. Hold on, this, okay, there we go. Duolingo. Yeah, there we are. Duolingo. It really helps out. It has like from early beginner all the way to very very advanced. So yeah, I finished it, but I still need to go back and review all the lessons because I still forget some stuff sometimes. This is the app that helped me out get my parents medicine when they needed it. This stuff helps you out big time, like, and you can learn it whenever you want to. Like Duolingo, I'm not getting sponsored by them, but I highly suggest you use this app. It's good for Japanese, Chinese, Arabic, Spanish, French, German, whatever. There's tons of languages on here that can really help you out. So yeah, this one saved me and my parents a lot of time with trying to just Google Translate everything. So yeah, Duolingo is very 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 it's a great service. I love it. So yeah, let's see. Let's see. Da, 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 da. What's going on? What's going on? Thoughts of hiding in my room? Why? Don't hide in your room and go out and see the world. Go out and see the world. Limey bro. Okay. Um, Green Monster. Green Monster. Okay. Putra. No, yeah. Let's see. Um. Let's see. Hold on. Let me go. I'm losing these comments, man. Hold on. There's so many that popped up. That's awesome. Thank you, guys, so much. Thank you guys so much. Um, yeah. Let's see. 1 second, guys. Yeah, man. Putra, Big P. Man, Pucha. It's been a long freaking time, man. It's been a long freaking time, dude. I miss APS, man. APS, I honestly have to say, APS has been one of the only jobs where I love going to the meetings just because we act like such fools, man. Like the whole, I'm not sure what new people have come in, but like the year that I was there, like the personalities matched up perfectly, and that was awesome. That was amazing. Like we were always in, like guys, we were always in these meetings acting a straight fool. Like we were cracking jokes, like random jokes. It was amazing. It was great. It was great. Poop, man, I got you, dude. I got you. Let's see. I'm scared to go to China. Darky Knight. You a fool, man. I'm scared to go to China. The videos by Black and Abroad in Asia has a lot of crazy stories. China is changing. I don't think for the good. Okay, Darky Knight, I will agree with you with that. The time that I was there, I would say was during the great, the golden era of China. From 2008 to 2018. I feel like those were the best years to go to China because it was new, it was fresh. Teaching was really big. It was really easy to get a teaching job out there. Because now to get a teaching job in China is more like Korea, where there's a whole bunch of like visa processes you have to go through. It's really ridiculous. Where before all you have to do was email. That's all you had to do. And now you have like foreigner ranking systems, and the social credit system is coming out in 2020, and it's really crazy right now. And like because I've heard stories of teachers who have done nothing wrong. The Chinese police just go up in their houses and just knock on the door, checking for their papers. It's really ridiculous right now. And a lot of my friends who were in China, they have left to go to Vietnam. If you have a spirit to go to China, I would say don't really go to China right now. Vietnam is a place to be. Vietnam, if you're really into teaching and you're really into that, like that new foreign, crazy wild lifestyle, Vietnam is a place to be. It's like these communist countries are like the best places to go. It's weird. So, but yeah, I agree with you, man. Jay Shine, yo, salute to you. I have not forgotten about you, dog. Jay Shine, for those of you who do not know, Jay Shine is like, this dude has a lot of knowledge about life, people, women. Like Jay Shine is the guy to go to for life advice. Salute to you. Salute to you, man. For real. Patch, thanks very much. Very helpful tips. Where can I message you though? I'm not on Facebook or the gram. I would say, where can you message me? Where? Let's see. I'm going to put a link here because I always check this one. Let's see. This is the one I don't use so often, so you guys can email me here. I think this is it. Yeah. Yeah. Is that it? Hold on. I gotta check. Oh my gosh, I got so many emails right now. Shh, crap. Let's see. At Yahoo. Okay, guys. If you need any questions answered privately, message me there. That's one that I don't really use so much. So, yeah. And I don't care if that gets hacked because I don't use it so much. So, if you're crazy, I'm gonna just delete it. But yeah. So it's cool. Let's see. Yeah, Patch, message me there. I just posted my email there, so message me there. Pucha, you too. Pucha, message me there. I don't think I have your line, Pucha. Let's see. Or maybe I do. If I do, message me. If I don't, then message me on email. Let's see. Same here, Joe. I've been foreign land all my life. Yeah, being foreign lands is fun. It's fun. You get to learn more about yourself. But to be in the right foreign land for you is very important too. Dark Knight, have you ever thought of doing teaching English contracts abroad in more dangerous countries, Afghanistan, North Korea, where you can make almost $1,000 a day in teaching? Here's the thing. I like money. I like money very much. I love money a lot. Not that damn much. I don't love money that much to go into North Korea. If you go into North Korea, I'm like China's already crazy. North Korea is just top notch ridiculous. I'm not trying to go into a place where they can trap you and you'll never see the light of day again. I'm not trying. That money ain't that powerful. Money ain't that Afghanistan? Afghanistan? I don't know, man. Like Syria just got bombed, and you got this whole thing between Saudi Arabia and Iran, where U.S. is back in Saudi Arabia and Russia's back in Iran, just kind of like just like they did North and South Korea. I'm like, man, like a war could pop off because Iran is the last country that the U.S. that America has touched. I'm not trying to get too much into politics with that, but all I do know is that the Middle East is going really crazy right now because the U.S. has touched every single country in the Middle East except for Iran, and Iran is the next target. I know that for a fact, and there could be a war that breaks off there with the whole, oil rigs getting blown up in Saudi Arabia. Yo, this stuff is crazy. So. Yeah, this stuff is going wild in the Middle East right now. So yeah, it's so no. My answer is no, Darky. I'm not trying to teach it in Afghanistan and North Korea. Let's see. Okay, lose the ego. Yes, very very important. I use Duolingo to learn German. Yes, man, Duolingo is great. Like once I get Japanese to a point where I'm comfortable, like I'm going straight back to Chinese and mastering Chinese, man. So. Because China, like Japan is good really only for Japan. Like anywhere outside Japan, you don't need it. So if you want to learn a language, Chinese, Russian, Arabic, those languages are actually worth learning if you're outside of Japan. So yeah, those are or Spanish too. Spanish is good if you're in Spain or in the States. But I would say the hardcore, hard hitting country languages, Chinese definitely. Um, Arabic, Russian, like yeah, or yeah. I think those are the big ones. But learn any language that you want to based off the country that you're going to. I cannot speak this morning. Jeez. Can you talk about the cost with living in Japan? What are some of the cheapest cities to live in? I would say countryside in general is cheap. Countryside in general is cheap. I'm in the countryside now. Like I have a apartment that costs $700 a month plus utilities. No, sorry, plus internet and phone, which are kind of attached to here, is $900 a month. Okay, living in the countryside in this kind of lifestyle, I'm still able to save nearly 800 to $900 a month in Japan. With my salary, but if I was to live in Tokyo with the lifestyle that I'm living, I would not be doing that. I would not be saving that much. But also teaching English on the side too. Teaching English, part time, in your own private time for like 3,000 an hour, 4 times a week, $120 right there for one student for 4 hours of work. And like you can teach in groups too to make more money, or you can just teach more private lessons with one person to make more money. Like there's different ways to go about it. So yeah, like I love the countryside most, more so than big cities because I like to party in the big cities. I like to hang out in the big cities. I like to see my friends in the big cities. But when I go to sleep and wake up, I want to be in a very quiet, mountainous, beautiful area where the air is fresh, the people are quiet, and the scenery is gorgeous. So to me, that is my style of living. I can't live in a big city. I just can't do it. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much going on in this world right now. There's too many distractions. There's the advertisement everywhere you go. There's so much, advertisements and billboards and everything telling you how bad you are, how bad your life sucks, how bad you suck. So it's like there's so much telling you what you need to buy to impress other people that you don't like. I don't like that. That's what cities are. I mean, if you're a big business like tycoon and you truly love money like that, cool, go ahead. There's no judgment. But to me, for my personal lifestyle, for my mindset, I just can't be in a big city. There's too much going on. There's too many depressed people in big cities for me to be happy. So, it just doesn't work, and they're just too expensive. It's no, man. Like I want to be able where I can get the kind of food that I want, where I can be around the people that I want, in a quiet, chill area where I can live the life that I want to live. So I would say if you want to live in Tokyo, I would say my personal advice would be to live in a city outside Tokyo, but close enough where it's a quick train ride away. The only downside to living in the countryside in Japan is that it's truly countryside. Like nobody speaks English. Like you do have to learn Japanese, but again, that should be a motivation to learn the language even more. Um, People aren't used to seeing foreigners, so there is going to be more ignorant people in the countryside compared to the cities. But the cities have their own charm too. There's more to do. There is the parties. You have people from all over the world that you can see. The only big city that I would live in if I had to would be Osaka. Honestly, that would be the only big city that I would live in if I had to live in a big city in Japan. Um, but yeah, that's basically it. Um, but yeah, that's me. But you have to do what you have to do for yourself. Don't take my word for it. My advice doesn't mean shit to you unless you know what you want for yourself. Okay, so that's basically it. Let's see. Past thanks, man. Appreciate it. Going to send you the message now. Cool. I will look at my messages right after my stream. This is really cool, guys. I'm really glad that you guys came out. Yeah, I think that was a fake proxy by CIA. They keep doing this, give America an excuse to invade these countries. I highly doubt Iran bombed the oil rigs and Yemen, Houthi claiming it 100% CIA. See, here's the thing. I'm not going to get too much into it, but I do think America is behind a lot more than what the world really thinks. Um, it's. I think America is a very like manipulative country. I really do believe that. From a foreigner perspective, I really think so. Um, and this is why, like, I'm not really one of those people that says America, America number one. I mean, like, I think America is a great country. I love my country. I love being in America. I think America is one of the best countries to live in, just based on how much there is there. But I also think that, there are other countries in the world that have better amenities than America does, and better things or quality of life than America does, based on their own culture, because America has a long way to go. America is it's a melting pot, but because it's a melting pot, it's going to take a very long time for America to consider everyone American, because now you have Black American, you have White American, you have Hispanic American. Nobody considers themselves American yet, so we're American, but we still have that prefix in front of it. So, like, if you're Japanese, you're Japanese. You're not Northern Japanese, you're not Southern Japanese, you're just Japanese. um and until we get to that point where we can call everyone just American, America's going to go through a lot of struggles, a lot of like fights. And I have a prediction that America could break out into a social-based civil war in the very near future. Like with you have a lot of people on one side, for free speech and everything. You have a lot of people on another side saying that free speech is categorized as this, and this. You have a lot of violence going on, not even based off of like bad things, but based off of what people are thinking. Like, America could be facing to a civil war, there's so much stuff going on right now, but at the same time, it's a process to become a unified country. Japan had to go through tons of wars with itself before it became unified. China the same way. America might be the same way. So it's because you have America is a great place, and what makes it great is also what makes it dangerous. So you have people of different cultures. On top of that, you have people of different religions. On top of that, you have people of different genders, like more than just men and women right now. And then on top of that, now you have people of different social groups. And then on top of that, you have people of different just ideologies. All those things mixed up create some oil and water type mixing, and it's not going to match up. So you know it's going to be a wild ride before America really considers itself to be unified. So, because I mean, slavery wasn't that long ago, and you still have a lot of black people who have a lot of anger toward that. You have like a lot of Mexicans who still believe that the south of the USA still belongs to Mexico. You still have like a lot of people who still thinks America belongs this way, that way, this way, that way, and before America becomes unified, verbally, I think America is going to have to be unified mentally, where everyone mentally sees themselves as Americans first, and not just I'm Mexican, I'm black, I'm white, da da da. So yeah. I mean, yeah, I mean, it could. I mean, there have been predictions by these old school, I think Nostradamus and all that stuff, saying that Europe is not going to last any more longer than like another like 20 years. They say that Trump is going to be the last official president. There have been predictions that Trump is going to that Trump is going to have a hit put out against him, not just for his impeachment, which is wild, but for his life. Like they say that Trump could be assassinated, either within this term or if he gets elected next term, next term. Like there's a lot of stuff that's going to go crazy. 2020 is going to be a big year, man. Like I highly believe in spirituality within numbers, and 2020 is like, yo, that's like there's a reason why we say 2020 vision, man. Like this is going to be a very, very crucial year coming up that's going to set the tone for possibly a whole new era. So, it's going to be wild. It's going to be wild. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's going to be very, very crazy. Um, there might be a civil war in the UK depending on Brexit. Yeah, on October 31st. Yeah, I mean, I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff that could pop off, man. Like it's very unpredictable at this point. Um, very, 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 very unpredictable. So we just got to see what happens. The only thing that we can do is just live our lives, man, and just be good to the people around us and help people out around us. That's really all we can do, man. Like, I mean, you got the Amazon rainforest. People are actually voluntarily burning down the rainforest just for personal gain. This stuff is getting wild, man. Like money does have power, and money has the power to actually like kill off nature and life, just because someone wants to get rich, um and it's crazy. It's crazy. And there's a whole bunch of talking about how what's it called, how with the way the future is going, how to say, I'm trying to word things right. um the way that things are going, people are going to stop caring about, just the way things are at this time in terms of just like reality, just as reality. I mean, we're going to like AI crazy right now. Like, do you see like these Facebook ads about like how you can change someone's face in an already previous video? Like, it's wild. I think what's it called? It's called, I think it's called deepfake, where you can change your face and change your voice technology to where you can send a message to a family member that has your same face and voice that's so realistic that your family couldn't even tell. Like we're moving into a whole new era of existence right now. Like we're moving to an era where like, yo, sex bots are going to be a thing. Like it's going to get crazy. So, um, like fakeness is going to be ruling over this reality, but it also lets me know that this whole reality is nothing more than an illusion. Like, um, I don't know if you guys have taken some substances before, but I've taken some things before, like a few years ago, where like I saw my whole reality melt in front of me big time. Like this whole reality is fake, guys. It really is. It's fake. It's meant to get you to hate yourself. It's meant to get you to hate who you are. It's meant to get you into a lower vibrational state of who you are. I'm not trying to be all freaking, who doobie about this shit, but I highly believe that this whole reality is meant to train your spiritual self to be able to withstand this kind of, of falsity of existence. I honestly think that if you can mentally be cool in this reality, you straight, man. Like, I think this is like a mental versus physical mind, like third world reality, man. Where if the physical can't take over your mental, you're done. You're screwed. You have not been able to pass that test. Like, yeah, it's going to get crazy. It's going to get really, really crazy here. So I honestly think that's what this reality is for, to see if your mental self can withstand the physical craziness that this reality has to offer. So, but yeah, so you can start a tourist help recommendation company for foreign in 2020 Olympics, make quick money, then dip after. Yeah, you could do that, but I would rather think long term. Short term gains never last. Short term games like that, I feel are the best way to get scammed out of something. So because scams happen when you try to take a shortcut. So yeah. People have deep fakes of normal faces on random porn stars that have similar uh, figures and they look real. Yeah, so yeah, too late. There's not much left. Nature is exhausted. See, here's the thing, though. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I honestly believe that this world, this planet, can easily, can easily, bounce back. You know, think about it. Do you honestly think the human being has enough power to actually mess up the Earth that has been through cosmic, rocks, cosmic events, rocks shattering into this planet for billions of years, and you think us humans actually have the power to actually destroy the planet? Are you serious? Come on now. Come on now. Like, come on. Like, I was watching a documentary on the Amazon, and they have these creatures who will eat these like squirrel-like creatures. They're not squirrels, but they're like chipmunks, squirrel mixes, and they take seed pods from a tree, and then the seeds that they can't digest or they can't eat for the winter, they put into the ground. And that's how new trees are born. Nature is going to take care of itself. Don't think that like humans don't have the power to actually like destroy this planet unless we just nuke it with like 1,000 nukes. But like, this planet will always bounce back. This planet will always bounce back. I highly believe that. Like, even George Carlin was like, yo, do you honestly think us humans driving cars around is enough to actually get this planet to die? No. No. This planet has a lot more energy than what you think it does. It has the inner iron core, which attracts the magnetic and electric light of the sun to this planet. This Earth created its own freaking ozone layer by the creatures who lived on this planet breathing out oxygen. It created its own ozone layer. It created its own, trees. Were here. Water was brought here from fucking, from outer space. This planet is going to take care of itself, and I honestly believe that there are other entities watching over this planet, because as big as this universe is, there can't be stuff that's not happening. Like, no, come on now. You have ancient cultures that have, hieroglyphics of spaceships and pyramids and all this stuff, that have ancient technology that that we can't even fathom based off of what we are now. And Darky, now you stupid. There is so much stuff that the sun is made of electricity, an endless supply of electricity and magnetism. Do you honestly think that there are not beings out here that are watching over this planet? Do you honestly think that? Like, and if you don't think that, that's cool. That's your thought. But I honestly believe that there are other entities watching over this planet, man. I honestly believe that we are that we are connected to a lot more than what we think we are connected to. I honestly believe that. So because if in ancient cultures before Christianity and all this stuff became the norm, all these ancient cultures believed in like the sun god, the water god, the god of fire, the god of all this stuff, and they were highly enlightened. I'm like, man, there's a whole bunch of stuff that we don't know about, man. So, yeah, let's see. Let's see. We live in an overstimulated society. We need to return to the roots, man. Yeah, but at the same time, I'm not sure that's going to happen. We need to return to the roots of going inside ourselves instead of always looking for something outside ourselves to satisfy our own desires. That's what I think. Because going back to, our roots means going back inside of ourselves to our true core. That's what I think going back to our roots mean. Like, not going back to like, tearing down, electricity and all this stuff. Like, the world's going to evolve no matter what, but when we can go back inside ourselves and be with our true selves, that's what I truly believe. That's when I truly believe that we will be able to be, one, happy, and two, we'll be able to get knowledge that can never be taught to us in books. Like, that's what I truly believe. Time to get in tune with your higher vibration. Yes, like the best way to get in tune with your higher vibration is to not even think good thoughts, because to think good thoughts means you're faking with yourself based on how you really feel. Fuck that. Like, no. Like, to get to your higher self is already inside you. You are your higher self. And when I say you, when you're going somewhere and you feel really weird about something, or you're around a person that you know for a fact is not there with you, and your inner self is talking to you, that's you. That is you. That's you talking to yourself talking to your mind about the environment that you're in. Your mind, that's a your higher self that's already in you does not want to get hurt. It does not want to feel pain. So it's going to help guide you through certain aspects. But like I said before, it's the physical versus the mind. The physical has enough power to take over your mind if you let it, if you allow it to, which is why, like, if you see if a guy sees a gorgeous girl, right? But for some odd reason, his mind is like, yo, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. Or let's say you already have an awesome girlfriend at home, but you see this gorgeous girl outside that you just want to experiment with, and your mind is like, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. And you do it and something bad happens, yo, that was your higher self trying to talk to you, like, yeah, just, like, don't like your higher self is not fearful, but it is cautious. Listen to yourself. Listen to yourself. Like that gut feeling inside you, that is a second brain. Listen to yourself. You will guide you into the right direction. When you know something is right and you get that feeling of just like, I would almost say euphoria within yourself, that's your higher self telling you, okay, let's do this, yeah, don't let fear stop you from doing anything that you want to do. And don't let this physical world, and don't let this physical world take over your mind, trying to do the wrong thing just because you think it feels good. Bump that, logical over emotion all day. Okay, let's see. If the earth rotates, get rid of all of us, then yeah, I believe that we can revive herself. I mean, honestly, here's the thing. The earth will always revive itself. If you put, a seed in, if you drop a seed into the ground, and the seed sinks into the earth is going to grow something out of it. The earth is a female energy. It's a womb. I honestly believe that this earth is not really a planet. It is a realm. I honestly believe like to exist on another planet or in another dimension, we cannot be in a human form. This form to us is like a spaceship. It is a form that is able to withstand the pressures of this planet based on how it is at this current moment. And our spiritual self is the actual driver of this spaceship, So it's, that's what I honestly and truly believe. So yeah. The universe is self-sufficient. It's very self-sufficient. All this space, all this matter in this universe, and you think that we have the power to, come on now. Come on. Our hands can't even break through concrete. Come on. Come on now. You like, no, like this universe it's much more than what we believe it is, much more than we can fathom it to be. Don't forget, this body doesn't allow us it doesn't allow us to see colors and energy that is actually probably right in front of us right now. It doesn't allow us to detect it, because we're in this form. We're in this form for a certain reason. I feel like for a certain spiritual reason, to get ourselves to a higher state. They say the earth is moving into the fifth dimension. And I honestly believe that this might sound crazy, but I honestly believe that, this earth has, multiple suns. I don't think that we only have one sun. I think that we have, another sun, coming at us. And this is why the planet is getting smarter. This is why these kids being born are so much more smarter and so much more wiser than what we were, because we're moving into a more conscious state of being. This is a spiritual world that we're living in. Bump the physical. This is a very spiritual world that we're in. Everything is energy, and energy is spirit itself. Like, we're moving into a very spirit, like we're moving into a world where the spirit is really becoming more apparent to us, where science and religion and all that stuff is merging into one, where we're like, okay, this is what it is, this is what we can't see, this is what is really going on. And this is why people who are speaking their mind right now are getting canceled for speaking their mind, whether they agree with, whether they're right or wrong. The fact that people cannot speak their mind anymore, these people up top know what's going on. They have knowledge of what's going on a spiritual level. They have this. This is why when you speak out, you get canceled. People don't want this. This is why when Nikola Tesla found a way to produce energy and electricity where you didn't have to pay for it amongst people on an endless supply level, they destroyed his office. This is why where you get guys who create water powered cars, oil powered cars, like corn oil powered cars, hydrogen powered cars, they get cut because you're destroying the fabric of the illusion that we're living in right now. The perfect example is China. China is China is the perfect example of illusion. There are so many people in the mainland of China that don't even know what's going on in Hong Kong. Why? Because the internet is censored heavily. When Chinese people go out, China has incels right now going out to America, going out to other countries where there are Chinese people, where there are Chinese students who have a Chinese citizenship, and if those Chinese students find out what China is really about from an outside view, because now they have access to the internet, those Chinese incels are going to report them to the Chinese government, and they're going to get their travel privileges taken away. It's an illusion. They're trying to get you to get trapped in an illusion. I would say like even like on a like on a geekier level, like the anime Naruto. Like at the end, what was it? Madara put them under an illusion state. It's an illusion. Everything is an illusion. So yeah, I'm not trying to get too much into this, man. We're going to a whole different topic now, but yeah, I just got thoughts on that. Anyway, have you heard of pair bonding? Most successful marriage between are when the girl was a virgin before she slept with one person. The level of emotional connection they create is higher. Yes, I do believe in pair bonding. Pair bonding it's a scientific, proven fact. Pair bonding is a thing. The more men a woman has sex with before marriage, the lesser her chances of marriage are to be successful. Unless that guy just has like pimp level game, like which most guys don't, because that level of game is just ridiculous. Unless that's your full time job. Like it's just not fun. Like to have a virgin girl, or just to have a girl with less sex partners as your woman, in my opinion, just makes life better. Like it makes life better. Like it just makes life way better. It's chill. And like you'll see the level of femininity come out into from a virgin girl that just isn't apparent in like many other women. Now my thing is this: if you are someone who loves sex and you love just being out there, do your thing. There is no judgment. We all have to live our own lives, but it has been scientifically proven that the more people that a woman has had sex with before marriage, the harder that marriage will be to maintain, because you're mentally comparing yourself to other people before you. So, and that can be the same. It can be said for guys as well, but guys are very we are far less affected by that than women are. So, because women, everything is internal, So, but yeah, so that's it. But there's no judgment to anyone that has had tons of sex partners if that is your thing, you know. But there is a science behind that though. So, let's see. What are your thoughts about guys with this incel MGTOW culture where men are red pilled? See, here's the thing. Red pill to me just means you see things for as they are, and you can be real with yourself. If you are the geek, then be cool within your geekiness. Get with other people who are geeks so that you can have that, that bonding factor. If you know that you're not good at something, but you're good at something else, focus on what you're good at and hone in on what you're good at. Just be all in on that. And like I feel that there's a whole bunch of stuff going on right now. Like I watched this thing talking about the sexual deregulation marketplace, and basically all that's talking about is back in the day, societies would make people accountable for who they date. Example, back in the day, if a guy liked a girl and a girl liked a guy, and they were cool with each other. Once people found out that they were with each other, they would basically keep them accountable for not going out and sleeping with other people. And it was before where you had to where you could only date certain people, because now you can date anybody. um, and that is, good and bad with some, based on your perspective. But um, I would say at this point in time, you have to adapt to the times, and these times are saying, if you're not real, if you're not comfortable with yourself, you're not going to get the girl or the guy that you want. So yeah, like that's basically it. Um, and that's basically all red pill means. All red pill means is just to see things as they are, and just to don't allow yourself to be talked into doing things that you don't want to do, or to be hold your life up to the opinion of someone else just based off of anything. Like, no one's opinion of you should be your reality. You make your own reality. You have to live your life. So that's basically it. Why don't you infiltrate the Black in Japan Facebook group with an alternative account? Because that's manipulative, and that is not worth my time. It shows that I think someone else outside of me is so much on a pedestal where I need to feel that I need to go below myself to get into a group that doesn't want me. And that's it's a whole right to want me. There is so much more in this world than just that. There is so much more, and I've connected with so many more people since then. And it's just it's manipulative. And when you live a manipulative life, at the end of the day, the chickens will come home to roost. And you know just because people don't know that you're being manipulative, there is a spiritual essence that does. And I do highly believe in this karma stuff. Like, no, so I mean, like, there is a rule, pose as a friend, act as a spy. But I feel like if you're real, if you're really, really real, the realness in those groups will come out, and they will seek you out. So um, that's just what I truly believe. So, but yeah, that's basically it, guys. I'm going to head out soon. It was awesome talking to you guys, though. Um, yeah, more Indian restaurant videos. Yeah, I just got the iPhone 10 XR, iPhone XR. Yeah, so um, yeah, I'm gonna make a lot of videos with this. If you guys are really interested in that, I will, get that going. And because Indian videos are really, really fun. Yeah, those are cool. All right, guys, that's it. I gotta go. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your time, for your likes, and for your attention. I greatly appreciate it, guys. Yeah, I got some more stuff planned out. I will get that out to you guys ASAP. Thank you so much, and I will do that. If you want another live stream next week, I'll see. No promises, but um, we'll get that going. Darky Knight, Woman of the Past. Um, let's see, YNW Alliance. Let's see, Naeem. You have my man Putra, Patch. You got the Queen. Yeah, what else? You got Jay Shine all up in here. Yeah, you got everybody. You got Neon Eyes, and everyone is here that came through. Thank you so much. That means a lot. You guys are awesome, and I love you guys very, very much. So, with that being said, I'm out. Thank you very much. I got to go. See ya. I gotta figure out how to stop this thing from filming. Okay, end stream. Here we go.